Hey, this is Jerry Shapper, the Bug Doctor with PestCemetery.com. I want to talk to you a little bit today about strategy for trailing ants. Today, I've got some acrobatic ants that I'm going to be treating, and I'm going to use non-repellent insecticides, which works very well on social insects and makes the whole entire colony crash all at once, but that takes time. So I also want to employ another strategy to give my customer some relief. So I use a traditional insecticide on a certain section of the home where the ants were definitely coming into the house and showing their ugly heads. So here you can see a bunch of dead ants coming down the wall. That wiped out this trail, gave my customer the immediate relief they wanted, but for long-term and complete control, I wanted to use my non-repellent, which will work on the entire colony. So simply, I just follow the trail until it gets pretty heavy or I find some veins, and here you can see they're heading back to the nest with some food, and I just keep following it down until I find a main intersection or somewhere where I'm going to be able to get a bunch of my non-repellent insecticide on them and let them do the work for me. And what a non-repellent does is simply get spread around by the ants. They talk to each other, they share food, they communicate, and as they do, they're sharing this non-repellent such as Termidor or Arilon with others, even though I haven't sprayed them. So when enough time goes by and the non-repellent insecticide is spread throughout, the entire colony will crash and they won't have any idea what happened to them. Now you can keep going and follow these ant trails for quite some ways, but I would just pick out the area of the heaviest traffic and begin your treatment. So here I'm spraying the fence line and getting the insecticide all over them, and the ants are no worse for the wear. They just might think it's a quick rainstorm that they weren't prepared for, and they'll just keep on marching, and it's not going to kill them like it did on the other section. And I work my way all the way back up to the house, and being careful to stay away from the area that I've sprayed with my traditional insecticide, because I don't really want to mix the two, and it does no good to do that. Then at the base of where I originally treated, I know there's going to be a ton of ants there still trying to find their way around, so they'll either bridge the gap or forge new trails, so I want to get some on them as well, so don't forget that area. And as you can see, these ants are no worse for the wear. I sprayed them once, and here I am giving them a little extra shot, but they are still moving around, not a problem. So one thing you definitely want to alert your customer to is that non-repellents take time to work, and so you got to alert your customer that this is not an overnight cure. Once it gets to a sufficient amount, it'll be fine. The entire colony will crash, and they'll just seem to disappear, and the customer probably it won't even realize it. It'll just be, oh, I haven't seen any for a few weeks, and that pretty much tells you you've gotten rid of the entire colony. So that's a way to deal with trailing ants using a dual strategy of traditional and non-repellent insecticides. This has been Jerry Shapper with PestCemetery.com. Thanks.